Hey everybody, I am on for the Midweek Message Reveal Wednesday, August 28th. Thank you for hanging out here with me, and welcome to Mercury Direct. Thank you! This Mercury retrograde season has been tough. They always are a little weird, right? And if you've been with me for a minute, you know how I feel about retrogrades. I don't demonize them. I think I want to work with the energy that it's around, and that's why I kind of bring things to the forefront. So certain things with Mercury energy, when it's in retrograde, is going to jack with your communication, mess up your technology, going to, cause delays, cause, stops and starts and inconsistencies and miscommunication, yada, 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 all that stuff. We are in the shadow period until September 10th. So while we have gone direct in Mercury, we do still have that shadow period, which we did experience 2 weeks prior to Mercury going retrograde. And this is a time where things are getting back on track. Those loose ends are being tied up, but don't be surprised if there are still some delays and some stuff that just seems a little bit off. Allow it to shuffle and fade away. You might find that things have finally broken. Things have finally run out. Your patience has finally run out. Your fucks are gone. Hello, you have no fucks anymore now that we've moved into this space. We also have the energy of Venus moving into Libra tomorrow, and Venus and Libra, that is a great combination. It is a intensity when we're looking at relationships, intensity when we're looking at how we feel about someone else, how we feel when we are with someone else, and what that dynamic looks like. The warning here a little bit about Libra is that Libra tends to please and wants to be the balancer of the scales, and wants to even things out and make everything cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually wonderful, great energy, and Venus really appreciates that. Downside, though, is that in an unelevated state of Libra, we are nitpicky, we are obsessive, we are hypercritical, or too intense, or too aloof. So if you're experiencing things like that maybe the relationship that you're in, or someone that you're seeing, or someone you're interested in, your crush is kind of just turned on you or gone a little different. Maybe you're not interested like you used to be, and maybe some things have changed for you. And it's okay for things to change. Things change for a reason. That's not to say that you need to make a hard and fast decision and, just be like, peace, I'm not with you anymore, yeet. Not like that. But it's more you have an opportunity to kind of review how you show up in relationship and how relationships are, how you participate in them and what that looks like for you. So if that energy is coming around, it will be coming around. So be aware of that. We also have the new moon that is this weekend in Virgo. And the new moon is always going to be bringing us opportunities to plant seeds for the future, right? So as we're planting seeds for the future, we are looking in a Virgo sense, right? So Virgo wants to organize. Virgo wants to get into a space of efficiency, wants to make sure that the details about something are apt, right? Are correct. Wants to make sure that things can be done in a timely manner, and that it is the most efficient way to do said things, okay? So with that energy coming through as well, what do you need to do to put yourself in a space where you can set things up for your success moving forward? How can you set yourself up in a sense of organizing? Maybe your space needs to be organized. Maybe your finances need some tending to. Maybe there's a need for you to restructure some things, reorganize some things, and putting the intention behind it with the new moon is a great way to start that out. Okay, so as always, would love to work with you. Just want to go ahead and put my website up here. If you're interested in working with me, please feel free to reach out and check out my website, fill out a contact form, and we can talk about the things that you're looking to do. I love doing custom creative projects and things like that, so please reach out to me. I am going to get started then here on the messages, and we will do that in a moment, and I'm going to evacuate this cat. So one moment, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, where was I? We were jumping into the readings. All right, so I'm really enjoying the objects. I feel that you are as well. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your feedback and for your suggestions, for sharing, and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the readings now. Get started with one. All right. All right, group one. When I connect with your energy one, I'm immediately feeling a heaviness. And that heaviness feels like a fatigue, almost like a brain fog. Brain fog is it's a silly sort of thing. I don't know if silly was the right word. It comes and goes maybe with you. You're finding yourself paying attention, and then just detaching. And you're having moments like this, and it might make you appear to people who have been around you, maybe even coworkers, because this is more like a who do you spend a lot of time with, who are noticing that you might be just a little bit off lately. And I just want to tell you that it's okay to be off. It's okay to be messy. It's okay to be to be a human. It's okay to have an experience. It's okay to have a breakdown. It's okay to have a need for time off. It's okay to cry. It's okay to rage. It's okay to feel your feelings, as long as you're not hurting anybody, right? Because if you don't, you are creating a toxic environment within yourself that can't possibly sustain the vibration that's going to keep you in a place that's going to allow the growth that you want, the results that you want, the things that you want. So this isn't so much like a, one, you've been bad. It's more a, one, you really need to kind of give yourself some space. You need to take a step back maybe and allow yourself to see what you're doing here. You're running yourself into the ground. And while productivity and output and effort and intentions are wonderful things, if you're not able to fill your cup so you have something to work with, you're not going to be doing much of any producing for long. And you need to take a look at the long-term effects of this, because you are feeling that sense of draining. And that drained feeling is hard to stop up, especially when you're not able to recoup by filling your cup. So my question to you, one, is what is it that you are doing to prioritize yourself? Where is your self-care coming from? What does that look like? Is it making sure that you have a healthy, rounded breakfast every day so you at least have a basic meal to work off of? Is it taking a 15-minute walk, maybe a 10-minute meditation? I do have one on my website if you're looking for something as a template that you'd like to follow. What is it that you're doing to take care of you? Are you making sure that you're, taking care of your daily health? Are you making sure that you're, getting your chores and stuff done? Because in a way that is also self-care. How can you offload some of this stuff? And can you delegate it to someone else who can assist you? Do you feel like you're in a space where maybe you need to ask for some help? And there is nothing wrong with asking for help. There is everything amazing about asking for help. Just know that what you want is there, and the help you need is there. You just have to use your words. And using your words can be hard because it puts you in a state of vulnerability, and nobody wants to be vulnerable. Okay? All right, so this guy. If you chose to, here is your Scully guy. Okay. Connecting with your energy too, I feel a lot in my sinuses, but especially in my eyes. And it feels like a pressure, and this pressure it feels kind of stress headachy. It has an energy around it of feeling a sense of pressure is the main word. There's a difficulty with getting yourself motivated that you might be experiencing too. And it has to do with a sense of feeling burnout, feeling a bit overloaded, similar to one. And I know many people chose more than one. I do feel that the layer that two is experiencing is different than one, because it's more of a general feeling of misdirection that you're kind of working with. It's as if you've made a choice to, and you're in a spot where you're kind of like double checking yourself over and over again if this was the right decision to make. And we have moments like that. And it especially is a feeling moment of checking and redoing because of what I had said previously about retrograde season. We do still have other planets in retrograde. That vibe is going to continue. It's going to make you feel a little deja vu-y. It's going to make you think about another time when you were in a similar situation that had a similar vibe to it. It may be a similar actual structured situation, like it's a work situation, right? Just to give you an example. Or it is This feels like a situation that I've experienced before. The characters can be different, the situation can be different, but the underlining vibe of feeling kind of meh, and I don't know what to do, and do I need to look into this further, is the energy. And the answer to that is yes. The answer to that is you do need to look a little bit further. You do need to look at some of the things that are bothering you or cropping up or could be potentially sticky, spiky. I'm hearing pitfall. And it's hard because when we're trying to protect ourselves, subconsciously we do things like self-sabotage, where we set ourselves up for something to not work out in an effort for our little self to feel better because we didn't put ourselves in a place where we felt unsafe or we felt fearful. Maybe things haven't gone well in the past when you've had to do public speaking, and so you're just shutting that shit down before you even have an opportunity to be selected for a project that would allow you to do said public speaking. You're going to need to kind of be a little bit more flexible here too in order to get what you want. You are going to have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. But before you can do that, you need to tend to the state that you're in, because you can't really get anywhere when you're kind of in this sort of a swamp. I'm hearing swampy, I see like murky. I see like a dirty fishbowl, and not in a gross way, but just like it's water you're not able to see through. The clarity is not there yet. And no matter what you do, kicking and screaming, you're going to be kicking up all kinds of stuff, and it's not going to allow you that clarity that you're looking for. You need to rest and settle and allow the funk to just kind of die down a little bit before you can gain your footing again. So you just need to hang in there a little bit. In the meantime, make a plan, do some research, take some notes. You don't have to take action on it. You take personal action before you move into the next stage. Baby step this. It'll feel better. All right. 3. If you chose 3. Whoa. Beautiful fluorite. All right. 3. When I connect with your energy 3, I feel a sense of excitement. There's something that's on the horizon for you that you've been kind of throwing out there. And I'm actually seeing someone like skipping rocks. And you've been trying to skip this rock of effort, this rock of desire, this rock of name the thing that it is that you want that you will put on this rock. Okay. You could even go generic happiness, right? Peace of mind, feeling a sense of safety, feeling a sense of groundedness within myself, feeling a sense of trust, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And as you're throwing this rock, every time you try and you're trying to throw this rock, it is going a little bit further. It's skipping a little bit better. You're learning how to change your position. You're learning how to adjust your angle of your hand. You're learning how to turn your body and use your own momentum. And you're really paying attention to how this is moving forward now. It's not just I really want this thing, and you just kind of throw it out there and hope something comes back. You're actually putting effort behind it and intention behind it in a way that is positive, not negative. Okay? Keep doing that. You will be able to skip your rock further. It's going to get you more of what you want, a better return on the effort that you're putting forth. This will go further and will expand itself, whatever it is that is your rock name, right? Whether it is trust, whether it is growth, whether it is a deepening of relationship, a deepening of your own connection to yourself and your spirituality and your values, a connection to your family, so on and so forth. You just need to lean in a little bit and allow yourself the space to not be great at it right away. There's a sense of really being a perfectionist about things that I feel that life. I know that life. It's tough. It's a tough one to crack. It comes up again and again, and it comes up in a different layer. My friends, this is another layer. So while it does look like something that you've experienced in the past, similar to 2, which wouldn't be surprised for those of you that picked multiples, that this is just another layer of what we've been experiencing. And what you will find through time, and what you will find as you open up more and more to yourself and your awareness, and you get deeper into what, what the awareness of the world is in this human experience that we are a part of. You will start to understand your connection to everything, and how your influence, while it seems small, is actually participation in a huge way, in an energetic sense, across the cosmos. So don't sleep on yourself on this one, okay? Give yourself a little space, but don't stop. Keep throwing, keep practicing, keep trying. Keep holding on to the tool and allow yourself to be your own momentum moving forward. All right. 4. Is she ready? Okay. 4. There's so much coming up in memory for you, 4. You might be experiencing through a connection, whether this is in a close relationship, meaning like an immediate friend circle, family circle, people that have been in your wheelhouse for years, right? Or it could be in relationship with a close partnership. There has been a shift in how you connect. And this shift has to do with you, and it also has to do with how you are perceiving your ability to change. And as you start to grow in relationship with one another, whether it's in a partnership of more of a romantic variety, or if we're looking into like a bestie situation, or a sisterhood, brotherhood situation, family type situation, what you will find is a deepening of your understanding of yourself through the perceptions of that other person's interaction with you. You're starting to see how you influence things. You're starting to see too about how you are also influenced by the people that you are around and the group that you're around. And this is starting to make you more aware because of all the polarization that's going on in the world and all of the big topics that are very tied to safety, security, tied to liberty and rights and freedom and all of these things. These are big, huge concepts that are really hard to distill down, right? And everyone, understandably, has big feelings around these things. It doesn't mean that just because you feel a certain way, it changes the relationship that you're in with the other people. Allow yourself to speak a truth. Allow yourself to talk about some of the things you don't understand. Allow yourself to bring up some of these topics that are difficult and make space for them. Make space for them in your ability to communicate because you have a really great way of catching people's attention. 4, sorry. You have a great way of making things understandable and diffusing that feeling of defensiveness that comes up when we talk about big topics. And that in itself is a true gift. You are going to be called upon more often and brought up in conversation and looped into conversation with other people because of your ability to reach this level of calm vulnerability and presence. And you really are bringing forward a way to relate to another person that is being viewed by others. And as they see you interact, and as they see you take things a different way, and as they see you proverbially turn the other cheek, I know that sounds kind of, I'm having a hard time coming up with another metaphor. It's more, you're walking the walk of what you truly believe makes you an individually good person. And the things that you value and the things that you care about. And you're having those conversations with people who are like-minded, but you're also looking to have conversations with these people that are close to you and close to your heart. And there's more sticky spots there, and it can be a little bit more touchy, and you have history with these people, right? Don't be afraid to ask for grace when you're having communication with people, especially with the people that you're trying to have these big topic conversations with. Or you might even find that these people are bringing those topics to you, and it might be something that you're wanting to not discuss. Weighing in here, I think you'll be surprised what comes forward. Maybe think a little bit about how you feel about things. I'm getting a lot of tingling on the top of my head, and this feels very, very cerebral. And you're ready for it. You're able for it. You can do this. So there's some things you want to say. There's some things that you want to hear your own voice speak these things aloud, and you want to be heard. And that is a beautiful, wonderful thing. And you are well within your rights to ask. And I hope that you find comfort when you do, because it's going to be a really great conversation. I know it was a little vague. Hard to hammer down when we're talking about different conversations with different types of people. So thank you for understanding that. All right. So those are the messages this week. Would love to hear how it land for you. So please give me some feedback. I would love to work with you, as I've mentioned before. So please reach out at my website. You can send me a DM, message me, let me know what you're thinking about. And I'm happy to help. I like to work in all different ways and doing all different kinds of stuff. So I'm sure we can find something to work on together. I hope you have a wonderful week. Make sure to use this new moon this weekend to plant those seeds. Get yourself organized, get yourself excited, because the energy is now allowing us to move forward instead of the remix shuffle that we've been in. So keep your chin up. Just be cool. And know I'm thinking about you. All right, peace.